Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
Welcome into Friday Night Blitz on KEZI. Andrew Hobner with you this evening. Got a lot of great ball to get to. Our usual way of starting these things, as I'm sure you know at home, 6A, and then we work our way down. So with all that said, we take a trip up north to kick things off. Of course, I'm talking about the Portland area. Fans singing Sweet Caroline because Neil Diamond is timeless, I guess. Third quarter, Griffin line opens it up with the keeper. It's a nice consolation. Sheldon's down 41-7 at this point, and the Lions would answer. Ethan Coleman hooks up with D'Amico Tidmore for the 6-yard touchdown. West Lynn up 48-7 now. Lions grounded and pounded all evening long. West Lynn wins this one 55-14. Also in 6A, Reynolds beats Roseburg in a battle of undefeateds up at Mount Hood Community College. Indians now 2-1. So we got 6A out of the way. Let's go to 5A. Churchill hosting the Willamette Wolverines. Lancers got some moves, man. I like it. Third quarter, Dylan Carson up the middle to Riley Van Campen like Van Morrison. He is into the Mystic. Touchdown Lancers, but they trail 20-7. This night ultimately belonged to the Wolverines. Bryson Dell takes the handoff, uses his blockers, finds a seam. Off to the races we go. Touchdown Willamette Wolverines gnash their teeth and knock off Churchill 39-7. Now over to Springfield. Buckle up, this was an overtime thriller. Miller's on offense. Braden Lowe up top. Hunter Reininger, and he's in for the score. Springfield goes up on Eagle Point 27-20 after the PAT. Eagle Point's turn, fourth down now. Kyler Kendrick gets the snap in the gun, rolls left, throws up a prayer. No John Bon Jovi. Jimmy Copeland can't come up with it. Springfield's living on their prayer. They get the upset win 27-20. Taking a trip down I-5, defending champions Thurston taking on the Comets of Crater. Starting on that offensive side, Trevor Davies looking deep to Chase Sure. It's just a little out of his reach. Second quarter, Colts setting up shop in the red zone, and Wes Comer with that hair, feathered and lethal, make White Goodman and Globo Drim shaking their boots. Touchdown Thurston. Colts stay undefeated and win 31-20. In 5A, North Bend beats South Eugene. Circle your calendars, folks. October 4th, Thurston and the Bulldogs. Probably going to be a battle of undefeateds. North Eugene also falls on the road to Redmond 38-21. All right, 5A. Lebanon Warriors hosting the Silverton Foxes this evening. Jordan McCarty to Hein Roth and runs it right. Barrels in for a Silverton touchdown, getting it done in the second half. Turn it around to Lebanon now. Cole Weber, Keith Brown. And Keith Brown is a big guy, and you don't want to get in his way. And he is hard to tackle because he's such a big guy, 25 yards out, but Lebanon can't close the deal. They drop this one 29-25 to Silverton. Corvallis Spartans hosting the Crescent Valley Raiders. First quarter, Sparty on offense, 14-6. Walker Ryan steps back to pass and is picked off by Ireland McFadden. Go all the way, young man. Takes it all the way back for the score. Spartans again on defense. I'm sorry, that was just... His name's Ireland McFadden. That's so cool. 1 second left in the first half. Crescent Valley with the ball in the 25. Ronnie gets picked off again, this time by Carson Wright. Corvallis hangs on to win this one 28-6. All right, South Albany Redhawks hosting the McKay Sculpts. Redhawks on defense. Got a lot of defense tonight. They're up 9-6. Tyler Knatson steps back, scrambles, throws it deep, and it's intercepted by Isaiah Gilliam. 1 second left in the game. Redhawks on defense yet again, and guess who it is? It's Canaston, and he gets picked off again, this time by Zachary Turcotte, and the defense holds the Redhawks win 9-6. More scores from 5A. West Albany Bulldogs stay undefeated. They beat Central tonight 35-2.
Back to Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
Welcome back to the Blitz, everybody. Hagen Stevenson was one of Marist's best players as only a sophomore in 2018. A Sky-M All-League pick as a wide receiver. As a junior, he hopes to do more. Armed with the experience of a lot of snaps and the knowledge imparted to him by a former Spartan star, he's ready to take the next step.
I know he sees himself, as those little dogs that don't know they're little, and rah, 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 rah. He's barking at the big guys, and he, man, man, he's come up on some people that outweigh him by 50, 60 pounds and stuck him.
It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but about the size of the fight in the dog. A cliche, sure, but apt when describing Marist wide receiver Hagen Stevenson.
I'm not big. I'm not tall. I really don't. I mean, people kind of underestimate me and all that.
His coach, Frank Geske, noticed that edge to him, even from a young age, when Stevenson was growing up idolizing the likes of Michael Floyd and Jimmy Clausen.
Well, I liked him when he was a youth football player. It's one of the only Marist teams we had playing youth football. Just because of his drive. I mean, he's an electric kid.
Grandpa's from Ireland.
Oh, wow.
And so my grandma loved watching Notre Dame. And so it kind of passed down to my uncle and our family. And so my uncle's a huge Notre Dame fan. So I kind of learned from him, even though my mom was a big Notre Dame fan too.
Yeah.
So.
And as a freshman, he got a crash course in that Division I realm by watching the recruitment of star Marist quarterback Rio Jackson.
I got to witness like Wyoming coaches coming in, D1 guys coming in, which is awesome to see. And just being around Rio and his work ethic was awesome, and it kind of made me better as a player, just as a freshman.
And the two still talk even now, which combined with game experience has molded Stevenson into the leader he is today.
Not the kind of scream guy, get in your face type. But when things are kind of getting bad or stuff like that, I think I could be the guy to just step up and say something.
And as just a junior, Coach Geske believes he's Player of the Year material in 4A, a prediction that may come true come the end of the season. So, of course, that meant that Banks was going to be keying on Hagen Stevenson all night in our game of the week. We opened things up. Tanner Shook with the screen to Jacob Slivka. Banks jumped out to a 16-0 lead. They added a field goal to make it 19-0, but the Spartans stormed back. Max Campbell practically Manzellian with the touchdown to make it 19-14. Spartans got within 5. They got the ball back with around 40 to play, but the Braves defense holds. Jackson Walker is the hero at the end. A thriller by the river. Banks wins 19-14. All right, so let's continue in 4A. Sweet Home hosting the Phoenix Pirates. Zach Dungy passes this one off. Mike Walker, easy touchdown. Phoenix, so let's flip it over to the Huskies. Why not? Aiden Tyler is where we're going to pick this up for Sweet Home. He matches it. Travis Thorpe. Travis. Boom. Touchdown Huskies. Sweet Home 22-7. They win their first of the year. Sayusla hosting the Newport Cubs. First quarter is where we open this one up. And this is a name you're pretty familiar with, at least if you've been watching our show. Elijah Blankenship, 3-step drop, and on the right side finds Braden Thornton, scores that one, and the Vikings take a 12-0 lead. Cubbies would answer right back, though. Marcus Everett rolls out. Austin Perry, goodbye. Newport brings this to within a touchdown, but the Vikings would run away with it at the end, 42-20. Sayusla now got 2 wins on them. In 4A, Cottage Grove falls to Staten 49-20, while Junction City takes one on the chin to Tillamook 49-6. Elmira falls to Baker 53-6, while Philomath loses their second of the year to McLaughlin Griswold. Marshfield also got their win over Klamath Union 33-20 for the first win of the year. So now we move into 3A. The Harrisburg Eagles hosting the Cascade Christian Challengers. Let's pick it up early in the first half. Harrisburg really on defense all game long. Christian Freilich gets the handoff, and it's just too simple, and it was for Cascade Christian. They were impressive, and the Eagles fall in dramatic fashion. 49-0 your final. South Umpqua hosting Corbett down in Douglas County, opening things up in the first half. And it was a defensive struggle that would make Mark D'Antonio, Nick Saban, and the entire SEC of 2008 proud. Carson Tapero with the option keeper. Scrambled a few yards, met by Travis Wilsey. Josh Deeser on the other side, he'd taken himself. It got into scoring position, but nothing would come of it. The difference in this, a singular field goal. Like I said, SEC in 2008, South Umpqua falls 3-0. Now to Douglas and Sutherland in a game that would probably make Lincoln Riley of Oklahoma very happy, because this one was offense happy. Jacob Merrifield takes it to the house from about 5-6 yards out, and the Bulldogs were on it all game long. 50-0 your final. Also in 3A, Pleasant Hill gets a big win over Dayton, 48-14. And this is ridiculous. Sanningham Christian beats Scio 39-0. Guys, they've now outscored opponents 124-0 in 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. Now to some 2A scores. Central Lynn grinds out a 6-0 win, while Oakland blanks Bandon 28-0. Crestwell gets their first of the year 38-14, while Copiah looking pretty dangerous down in Coos County 50-24 over Jefferson. Reedsport falls to Glide 18-14. Monroe falls in a surprise shootout 52-49 to Toledo. Silas Valley taking on Mapleton. We made it out to Florence, folks. We didn't forget about you this year. Anthony Simmons drops back for the Warriors, throws a dime to Travis Roper, and he's getting in for 6. Third quarter, Sailors with the ball. And this kid, J.J. Neese, great last year, great this year. Neese is nice and nice is Neese, and cuts it back across the field, and there's no stopping this man. Mapleton cruises 60-20 over Silas Valley. They're 3-0. Mohawk falls 36-8 to Days Creek in some 1A non-con, and Myrtle Point gets it done, beating Prospect 50-36. North Douglas gets their first win of the year. They beat Bonanza 60-14. Lowell drops a game to St. Paul. Buckle up, Buckaroos, 68-18. The final. Oak Ridge drops a home game to Butte Falls Charter, but Riddle puts a 50-point beating on Chiloquin, so it all kind of comes out in the wash, right? Last but not least, some 6-man play at Crow. Cougars taking on McKenzie. Opening kickoff, Gary Davis weaving and bobbing the sideline. Nothing but a bit of green. Fly, Eagles, fly. I said that to our producer, Ronald, so he feels a little better about where the Eagles are at right now. The Eagles take that lead. Jacob Doherty pitches it to Thomas Bruin. He's got blockers in front. He breaks free for the touchdown, and that's all she wrote. Crow wins 8-6 and a tight one after the converted PAT. And in 6-man, Triangle Lakes beats Eddyville Charter 45-12 to stay perfect on the season.